get the honor of going to Rio. Unfortunately, only one can, and the other will be eliminated. It is map 3. It is Mirage. B&E with a great comeback in the second half. Well controlled on their map choice. Now have to try and do that again against forZe.
Yeah, and as you mentioned, one team's going to Rio. The other one's going to be watching from home, watching all the madness in front of the Brazilian crowds, all from their bedroom, which is an absolutely horrible feeling, and it all comes down to Mirage. forZe trying to bounce back after an incredible comeback from Bad News Eagles. That was painful to experience. They disappeared from the server. That is not allowed to happen here in the third map. Pistol round is live. forZe lining up towards the B bomb site. 4 players. kenZe ready to lurk in middle, and zorti's just going to chuck out some utility. Smoke, flash, flash, and send the players forward. Send the troops towards the bomb site.
rigoN, the man in defense. Flash over. Oh my god, he smoked the first one. Shelfie goes down. He's going to follow that with Norway. sinnopsyy with a crossfire angle toward the window as well was able to contribute. Bomb is dropped, and rigoN's not done there. kenZe backing away, running away, scared. I think in this situation, in the 1-on-4. He has the armor, but no chance really back into this.
rigoN was the player that I think really activated on Ancient to secure that momentum, to actually get them building to that unstoppable force they had on the CT side. And I'm going to be honest, I didn't even know you could get a kill that deep from that position by Van. That's actually disgusting. I don't think forZe knew what hit him. Yeah, I mean, if you're kenZe, you're just like, I guess I'll go for this. It's not really a fighting chance in it. So Bad News Eagle is going to win the pistol. Oh, and he's going to miss the jump. Come on, bro. All eyes are on you.
The whole world is watching.
The whole world is watching.
For the millions around the world. Put your cans in the air.
Oh, it's a classic.
Well, this is going to be a classic death, I think, right here. Just walk around the corner to a slaughter. Oh, he's got 1. They're all peeking. He's got 3 HP, so just a matter of time. Jason, there it is. sinnopsyy with the shots. It's 1-0 B&E.
I wonder if we need a stage host for Rio. I wonder if we could get that guy involved. Bring him out there.
Real bloody war right here on this stage.
Wonderful. It was magical.
Not bad, right?
1-0 in the favor of Bad News Eagles. A very good start to the map. They continue where they left off, putting rounds on the board. Second round bye for forZe. They've got the scout on zorti. Talk about someone who needs to come back alive. We need first map zorti, not second map, and he's got an early tag. Down to 3 HP is Juan Flatro, and that feels horrible. Go find GXX, excuse me. Exchange weapons, but he's too far away.
Hang out at mid. Wait for further activity. Shot out. Oh, baby. zorti's got the trade back onto rigoN. He only got 1 with the M4 before going down.
Yeah, not worth. Not worth with Juan Flatro as bruised up as he is. 3 HP. He's going to park himself behind the bench in the B bomb, so he likely won't move for the rest of the round. I like this push. You get information, and also you can establish whichever one of these 2 players you want as the insurance policy. Actually, they're going to come right at him.
B9, this is tough. Tech9s can certainly run a gun. They want to swing. He knows that now. He backs off, opens it up, but he's got support on the way as well. This is actually decently held. From B&E, they'll have, well, easily done and dealt with, I suppose, for GXX. I was going to say they're going to have a contingency plan in place for that. It was sinnopsyy with the FAMAS waiting at the entry to Palace. He'll now turn around and just check the A site, make sure no one snuck through middle in the meantime. But as we know, it's zorti, and he's back toward T-spawn with the scout. Yeah,
great kills. Now, if he's aware, if someone's calling it out, the M4 was dropped in the mid window, and he's got plenty of time to just bail away. 20 seconds left on the clock to go run and pick up the M4 that's on the ground.
So it'll be 2-0 for Bad News Eagles. Just more references to that.
Oh, let him know. Let him stay alive. Kill him out to the time. This is a huge mistake. Oh, I don't know what zorti's thinking.
Yep, he's down.
I don't know what he's thinking, but okay. This is, have a conversation. Take the French time out, sit and spawn and do absolutely nothing, and tell everyone it's time to focus up. That you cannot have stupid mistakes like that again.
It's a major on the line. Absolutely not. This is massive. So B&E with a good start again. Remember, they had the massive lead on Dust 2 that was quickly evaporated and finished at 7-0 to 8, 7.5.
That's your AWPer. with $300 in the bank.
That is, you're absolutely right. That's the bigger problem, is that is now, someone either has to drop it to him when the gun rounds come in and sacrifice their own utility, or he just plays without it, and you have to go with rifles.
Yeah, time to shape up.
And whether that's a huge part of your game plan or if it's just, you know, inconsequential, it's going to be an issue. rigoN trying to fire down, does see kentzy, does a bit of damage onto him. Norway's going to suffer a similar fate. That's by way of grenade at A main, and sinnopsyy will push in front of the smoke on the other side of that. Still rigoN though, up toward middle. He'll take sinnopsyy down. And he's not done there, goes back out, knows there was a second, and it's just pretty straightforward here at this point. The pistols just walking one by one to their deaths. Zordy again. Jason, minute 12. I think he dies before the end of time.
Yeah, he better. You need whatever you can get. Get in there. Yeah. Beautiful. All right, well, let's everybody settle down. Let's forget that one happened.
Where's that put him for money right now? Zordy, 3,200. Everyone else is like fully buying. sinnopsyy has 5,050 right now. Does he drop in the op? Is that the talk right now?
No. You don't drop the op.
I don't think you can. Yeah, I was going to say, it's not worth to give away.
No,
but Zordy, but to that point, even if he couldn't afford the op right now, they'd have 5 AKs as opposed to a deagle.
Yeah, just let him really experience
stew over that decision.
Yeah, like you suffer the consequences.
Sir, you're on timeout.
I'm not dropping you anything. sinnopsyy coming out. sinnopsyy turns. He never spotted it. He never spotted the cross. He turned away from a flashbang. He's going to be a freebie. He's going to be a free kill. Nice opening provided. The trade's not quite there from sinnopsyy in window. Deep nade. And sinnopsyy just jumps out of its biggest danger zone. Jerry's going to be aggressive. Okay. Being assertive. Into the bomb site we go. rigoN on catwalk, and he's been very good for Bad News Eagles.
As rigoN down below, already controlled the situation in the pistol round. Oh, good find and good read on Norway. Knows there's still one toward bench. He's trying to play that. Unfortunately, didn't know that Zordy was above with the deagle. He finds the kill. It's down to sinnopsyy. And the AWP for Jerry, 3 HP, they've picked it up. So that is one way to get the money back in your favor.
Yeah, exactly. You're going to switch over to an AK-47 just to make sure the round is secured, but he'll be passing that one. He'll be picking that up at the end of the round. Is sinnopsyy actually going for this? He looks like he's interested in seeing if there's going to be a mistake. He's getting flanked from behind. He's got sinnopsyy boxing him in. So when he tries to fall back, reloading as well.
Oh dear, timing. sinnopsyy, I think, should have had a call from his teammate that he was still at window, because then he could have peeked and without giving up.
Yeah.
If he knew the timing on that, he could have just run around the corner and caught him. So he's gone. Now the question is, did they chase in return?
Wait.
If he goes underpass,
he can take the op away.
Exactly that. He can cut off the op. He knows it's here. So they're not going to get that back for free. And he's going to make this even more damaging. No, he's not. Okay. He's missed a chance on the second one. Okay. So he let the op get away. I think if he'd known it was 3 HP, if he had the information, obviously, it's easy for us, that would have been a double.
He prioritized the weapon in his hand, right? He was making sure he heard 2 players. He didn't want to take the first shot and then just get traded immediately, and obviously you can't know which weapon is which. Maybe he would have made a different decision, but I doubt it. Good round. I like the assertiveness from Jerry to just jump out of the window and make things happen. Your in-game leader is just like, all right, we fell flat on Vertigo, or excuse me, on Ancient. We stopped being able to frag. We stopped being able to put rounds on the board. I'm going to get this team started on the right foot, and Jerry does just that in round 4. Op in the hands of zortzy. As we saw it saved and then passed over.
sinnopsyy takes out Zordy, sinnopsyy. Ooh, baby. Let's go. Sprays in, finds one flat true as well. Now something to work with for forZe.
Jerry drops down. GXX. Op shot rings out and a miss.
He's going to get Molotov'd off this angle, though. Blinded on top of it. That's difficult, because now you don't have the sound cues, and he's smartly got the bind ready for a smoke. Speaking of, another one bouncing over behind sinnopsyy, but he already wins out against kentzy, so this just gives him more coverage to play in, and he's going to win that exchange with Norway. Bomb down, Jerry. I thought forZe with the opening pick were in good position. Good find from Jerry, but he's trying to run away with bomb, and they're doing so much damage. GXX has a gap as well, and he's got the call. The damage is done, so pistols at the ready. This nade not quite timed well. Nope, see, got that one right, Jason.
Okay.
Bounced off the boxes.
I thought it might have bounced towards Jerry. Molotov with no HP. He jumps out into the open. He had no other options. And sinnopsyy with the AWP. Looks like he wants to go for this and challenge it, but it's not going to happen. GXX is too quick. And that's a 4th round for Bad News Eagles.
Yeah, that's a big recovery as well. That's a good win from sinnopsyy. Oh, look at this. Look at these two.
Hyping each other up. I love it. That brings a smile to my face.
That's the shake and the bake, baby. I want to see more of that, actually. I like that. This one-on-one, like sitting beside each other. They're each other's hype man. Dudes being dudes.
Just a bunch of guys being guys. 3-round lead.
Are they singing to each other? Like they got a chance? I love it. I love it. Can we get comms on that one, ESL, please?
I know. That needs to go in a clip on YouTube after the fact. Juan Flatro Towards the underpass, aggressive stance on the defense this time, and I don't think they found the timings they wanted, so he might try and find an escape route, but he spotted the feet underneath the smoke, and another advantage delivered to Bad News Eagles.
And that was an unfortunate one because he wanted to go to the boxes, but it was lit on fire, and he couldn't get coverage. So yeah, the lowered player, the feet as showing, and
this is what we kind of saw on Dust 2 from Bad News Eagles when they opened up with a very strong defense. Was a lot of really good utility usage to set up some aggressive plays and set up some aggressive peaks, and they get another one out of it here.
Pushing up, Norway. Trying, getting the win as well. One Flatro stuck in the corner, couldn't get out of it. sinnopsyy does fire back in the smoke, and little does he know, he's done a massive amount of damage to Zordy. He's on just 10 HP inside of the window. rigoN has gone up into the vents. Excuse me, he didn't even go through window room to get there because that was still in play. Smartly takes that out. Remember, Simple got robbed a clutch earlier in the week by that being in position, but now it's going to be rigoN that gets the kills back.
Oh, you can imagine.
That was Elysia Pro League, wasn't it? That the 1v3 where the final shot. Yeah, that's right.
Man, this is a Bad News Eagles team that is really building up quickly to a dangerous place on the CT side. We saw what happened on Ancient. It just turned lockdown. It turned into forZe not being able to find anything, not even openings to toy with and play with. We're getting that Bad News Eagles early here on Mirage, map 3. Timeout taken, first one from forZe. They're trying to slow things down, trying to cool them off a little bit and talk things over. It's time for Jerry to get his boys hyped up. Oh, he's getting a little hand warmer thing. Here we go, round 7. forZe just going to be relegated to Deagles and Tech9s. Not enough money to afford a full buy. And over to the B bomb site, it looks like. 3 players initially in B halls. Bomb is dropped far back by the television set.
Molotov's going to force Jerry forward. So he now has to fight on his own. He's got the flash ready in case there's another push. Quickly checks. Here's the Molotov in front of him. He's like, oh, wait, am I about to get lit on fire? And then smartly backs off and puts his smoke out just to make sure no one can push through. His teammates have already bailed on him. They realized there was a lot of defense at the B site and didn't want to mess with it.
Yeah, and other side of the map now for Bad News Eagles defense. They're like, okay, there's no more pressure here. We successfully slowed it down. rigoN had the deep angle in peak, saw absolutely nothing, so they shift. You can see playing a little bit more of a passive defense centered on middle. More than happy to give up a plant if the situation becomes a little sketchy, a little bit dire, because they know it's going to be a full buy in the next round regardless. They know it's a full losing bonus built up for forZe, so no reason to try and give away life and weapons in this scenario, but now you might be aggressive.
sinnopsyy gets absolutely perfect shots through this smoke. Nails 2. I'm sure one Flatro will be bigging him up after this round as well as he starts to fire into the site. Bomb has been planted though, so they at least get that back from the forZe perspective, and that's an easy headshot. Too easy, in fact. Too easy, in fact. Hang on,
no way.
Zorda's got 3. Not enough time to pull out the M4. 180 required. Shelfie couldn't capitalize on the fact that he was distracted, and sinnopsyy is not letting that one go lightly.
Oh my, don't go get the op until after the defuse. We learned that lesson today.
Tabson.
6-1.
Keep tabs on the time.
That is going to very much, that's a sketchy round. Zorti almost pulls it right back with the Tech9. They lost track of it. Maybe in all the excitement, maybe in all the craziness, trying to move a little bit too fast, maybe overconfident, but this might be a good wake-up call to pull them back, get the reins attached a little bit more. What a sequence.
Oh, man. He's so happy they got away with that.
Yeah.
Stress was there. You could see it in that cheer. It was like, oh, dear Lord.
Let's not make that round insignificant though, just because they lost. That's so much damage done to the economy that was ballooning for Bad News Eagles. That money was growing massively. This sets them back. 3 players beneath $200.
GXX flashed. sinnopsyy flashed as well, but he's going to hold the sandwich position at this point and knows that everyone's coming through. Tried to get a quick peek to Palace, because sometimes your shoulder can be seen if they go wide enough, but he's got sinnopsyy to cover him, so he can focus on that. That's an excellent crossfire. Good read between the two. sinnopsyy with another 3 kills in this round, and Shelfie trying to pull it back is down to 3 HP in a 1-on-3, and GXX has no mistake on that. It's 7-1.
Oh, nails it, pins it down. Look how aggressive. Yeah, these guys are just so fired up.
Dude,
I'm the best.
Can we just get a duo
I'm the
kill?
best.
No, you're the best. No,
No, you are.
No, you.
No, me.
Okay, me too. Dude, I just want a camera and comms on those two.
I want to go hang out with him. I want to get into the
Yes.
the team speak.
Let's get. They win this, Jason. Round on us.
Yeah, absolutely. 5 rounds on us.
Well, that's more than forZe has right now because it's 7-1, so they need to get this together. Back to guns this time out, and it'll be AKs in their hands. They still haven't gone to an op on the T side.
They've had it a couple times. Remember, they saved it the one time. It's been quiet, and I mean, part of that I think is some of these hits. Bad News Eagles is doing such a good job of challenging and finding opening kills. Like the initial attacks from forZe are falling flat, not getting anything done. The op's not even really able to be put into any kind of a meaningful play.
Well, we'll see how this works out because they don't have.
We're 8 rounds in.
Yeah.
We're 8 rounds in, and forZe only has 1 opening kill.
That's pretty wild. That's a very interesting stat, no question. So they're just getting brutalized on this T side. And this is on the back of a T side on, yeah, I know it wasn't their map choice, Ancient, where they got, what, one or 2 rounds? One round. So, yeah, T sides are falling flat.
Yeah, they really are. Just a lack of offensive production and great counter utility. sinnopsyy with the flash assist, and there's forZe chiming in. AK-47 this time, but Jerry trying to lurk out of Palace gets picked off. And we're into a 3-on-3.
rigoN swings. Right, anticipation, wrong aim. sinnopsyy gets the shot back. He's the only one that's really getting anything done. I shouldn't say only one. zordi obviously got the 3 in the Tech 9.
Yeah.
But sinnopsyy's been a little more consistent in different rounds, trying to give his teammates space. Each with 7 kills.
Scenario's shifting over to the B bomb site, but if they want to recover this round, I think he's got to start moving up towards Catwalk so that he can actually get the deep angle and be involved in any kind of a defense of the A bomb site from a distance. And even that is kind of wishful thinking. Norway is just now making his move out of Palace with the bomb. GXX taking a big risk in murder hole, now that his teammate's in position to trade any kill and ladder. It'll be a tough retake if they want to go for it. Remember, their economy is bruised up because of the aforementioned Tech 9 round. This might end up just being a save call, and yeah, GXX has already called it off. Or has he? Or have they?
I think they go. I think they don't want to.
I think they lose everything.
They don't have a lot of money either. You go back to that round. This is exactly what you were talking. Okay.
They're just.
This is exactly what you're talking about, though. If they had gone for that, you go back to the round with the 3 kills on the Tech 9 from.
Yep.
Excuse me.
So
my mind going blank. zordi, thank you. And yeah, that would have been huge for the economy. That would have been a massive problem.
Yeah, so they just make a little bit of sound cues, a little bit of pressure and connector to see if they can pull anyone to peek from the bomb site, and maybe then they can decide to go for it if something really fortunate happens, but they seem to never really super dedicated to that retake. 7-2, 5-round lead for Bad News Eagles.
Tech timeout called just to be clear as to why we're slowing things down. I'll try and keep you updated. Okay, so we just got some game freezing, maybe the FPS bug, but they'll hopefully fix that up.
Well, I mean, if you're forZe, you're thankful for this. You can't talk to each other, but at least you get a second to breathe. At least you get a second to collect yourself. Collect your thoughts. Calm down a little bit because you're staring down the barrel of a 5-round deficit. And you're so close to the major, yet you're still so far away.
So the League Ops has confirmed a bit of game stuttering going on for, not sure who specifically in this case, but it's obviously someone on the Bad News Eagles side. So they'll have to just wait this and see what League Ops can come up with. Whether that stutters or if that's FPS, whatever, it doesn't matter. They'll get on top of this one. So
yeah, now's not the time to play through those problems.
No, absolutely. Look, I know no one likes tech timeouts, but yeah, absolutely. You know, if I was in their position too, I'd be calling a timeout for it. Why would I possibly try and play through something like that? But we are ready to go. It's just sorted already. Obviously, something that was quite simple to fix.
Shout out to the admin team. Nice quick work, getting us back in action immediately.
Saw a lot of the crew and sort of stage crew in terms of the people that are fixing PCs, and not so much the tech as much in that sense, but like setting up the player booths, doing the teardown in the tent. They were doing a group drone shot by the pool today after 6 weeks of work here. So shout out to those guys and everyone else involved. I know the Road to Rio's only been a week, but Pro League was obviously 5 before that. And Flatru trying to, well, I guess stay alive at this point. I was going to say swing in time this to peek against them, but somehow they didn't see him. He's going to get a chance to strike on both. I thought he was going to do it at the start of the exchange. He waits, and the patience will prevail. He finds both. rigoN to Jerry, and it's Norway desperately trying to get toward B, but sinnopsyy's already rotated to cut that off.
Oh my, they're going to be so mad watching that back. They had all the spam correctly. They knew he was there. They even hard cleared it inside of the smoke, and the shots just barely missed his head. Oh my lord. 8-2. We're going into round number 11, and it still doesn't look like forZe have a great idea how to find success yet.
This is pretty solid from B&E as well, though. They're really getting this. The thing that's impressing me right now is that everywhere they go, even the round where you push with an MP9 against pistols to Palace, they're not letting anything get given away. They had a backup contingency plan. They're playing, you go back to Sandwich 2 rounds ago, yep. when sinnopsyy gets stuck there and he knows he's going to be peeked from Palace, immediately you get a rotation on the stairs above and they watch A main. They can have set crossfires. They've got each other's backs. The communication's really good on the CT side right now.
Yeah, I mean, that's I think that's the biggest tell of when we see them kind of high-fiving and talking to each other and hyping each other up between rounds. The communication is really, really flowing well for Bad News Eagles at the point. You can tell you're seeing the results in the server. This is way more passive from forZe. They're just like, man, we're getting destroyed every time we try and take any map control quick. Not a lot of utility remaining. kenZe with one smoke. And he might have to take a risk and not use it at connector until they're ready to go. It's the only one they have. forZe is fighting with scraps.
At least they have a Zordy off this time. Again, though, they've only had the opening pick, what, how many times? Once?
It might be twice now.
Might be twice with 2 rounds. I don't even know if they got, I'm trying to think back if they got it on that round.
Once.
Yeah, I was going to say, I didn't think they did. That was a compensation round. So, ooh, this time they do, but it's not for long. Immediately countered on a different spot on Flatro. He's trying to get up the ladder. He smartly gets away with the smoke steal in Palace because he was going to be taken out. Zordy still hits the shot. rigoN, though, takes the advantage, and it's down to Norway. I don't think he's done. He doesn't know there's 2 at CT. He thought he took the only one out, and they just re-peek it when he tries to plant.
Yeah, what a good recovery from rigoN as well. Not letting him get back into Palace, not letting him disappear into the smoke into safety. That is a good trade, and another round. That's twice now forZe has found the opening kill, yet lost the round. This is huge. From halftime on Ancient to this point, it's been all Bad News Eagles, and a third timeout burnt from forZe. They're desperate. They have no idea what to do.
Yeah, that, like, look at Fierce. He's like almost head down. He had to like scratch his shoulder for a minute and think about what he was going to say. Like, doesn't even know what to respond with at this point. Mic goes back up. His time to talk is over. Only the 30 seconds allocated to them during the timeout, so they go right back to it. And this is tough. But for what it's worth, Jason, they were down 7-0 at the start of Dust 2 and came back to win that map.
True. That's a good point. We know they have the resilience in them. They just need to find it again. There's an opportunity here. A Palace pop. 3 players with Tech 9s. If they can find sinnopsyy. Juan Flatro's watching from jungle. That smoke might be perfectly timed. They're going to come through it regardless. The spam comes through. sinnopsyy's up the ladder as well. Oh, they shut him down again. They shut him down completely. And there's no access. forZe backs away.
I'll go all the way back to spawn even to reconsider positioning. Bomb's going to head over toward the B apartments. Norway just a quick check as well toward top middle and waits for his teammates. It's already the only one not there as at this moment. And you've got 1 smoke. Norway with a flash.
rigoN's been a stud in this position though.
Okay, they've actually, okay, I see what was happening. The utility was down, so they've got 2 flashes and a smoke for Zordy on 23 HP. He stays back at courtyard. He's trying to flash and get his teammates into position with the higher HP, but rigoN, you're right, has been a stud. You can hear the second one. He takes 2, swings in, nearly got all at 10-2.
He's just hyping it up every single round, every single time. He's ready to yell. He's ready to scream. He can smell Brazil.
Careful, Jason.
He can... Why'd you have to take it there? Why'd you have to go there? 10-2. It's an 8-round lead. forZe just trying to carve out any kind of breathing space they possibly can.
Flatro inside middle. Smokes will go down. He's still going to spray into them. Hope to get some damage. No one rounds the corner. rigoN with some good little movement.
He's 17 and 5, rigoN.
That's actually foolish. That started on the pistol round as well.
Yeah.
Remember, he hit like a stupid double headshot before they even got into the site.
That's the kind of pistol round that like just lets you know I'm gonna have a game today.
Yeah, if your aim's on that crisp, like
this USP felt so good. I'm just gonna carry this forward. I'm gonna kill everyone. I'm gonna kill everyone whenever they show up on my screen.
foolish. Flatro back toward middle is gonna put a smoke out. sinnopsyy back toward tickets. He did, but it goes a little bit too deep. Zordy forward of that. GXX is going to bail out of the site, so they don't want to actually get surrounded and segregated. They're just going to play together in a pair. Look at this pair window right now.
This is actually dangerous, though. Shelfie's in ladder room.
Time on that smoke, you're right. He is. He's going to come back. Zordy's got the shot. They still don't know he's there. Shelfie went down the ladder. They know. So he's going back up. Flatro's stuck in the corner, and this is where Shelfie, patience. Oh, his teammate hit him. No, did you let Flatro see that?
Yeah, he peered straight up. That's a huge miss.
So the gun barrel was sticking through. That's crazy. He saw that.
Yeah, I think as well. Shelfie thought he was going to try and retreat through the smoke to jump away. He was looking deep in the window room. He missed the opportunity to pin him down straight below him. rigoN's going to deploy defensive utility. We said he's been a stud here, but this is his biggest challenge yet. Good damage done. That nade, that could do it. And he's got, oh no, that's an AK-47, but he's worked around. And now Juan Flot.
But they don't have the bomb down at 12 seconds. At 12 seconds, they need to go now. kenzie knows it. He's taking the kill. He says, all right, I'm on this. You hold it, but he doesn't. He doesn't hold GXX, and GXX knows the round's over if he stays alive, so he jumps back. Good awareness, and he's just waiting, patiently hoping he's not going to jump through. It's 11-2.
Oh, they're going to win in any which way they can.
Though.
That's fine.
At least something for Norway, but that is brutal.
Yeah, you're really reaching for positives if you're happy about that from forZe. That's all you take forward into the next round. And there's plenty of money for Bad News Eagles to replenish. This was a grinding brawl. This took a long time to decide. And what a quick peek from GXX.
Oh, they know it. They're so pumped on it. Look, he's like, wait for the time, but 3, 2, yep, done. Even they knew there was a chance.
I was like, yeah, he was like, that's the cheer you give when you're 99% sure you're going to win the round.
But you don't want to go 100%
like,
with it.
Wait.
Yeah. If you're cheering and you lose, it looks a little silly.
Oh, it's so painful. Well, let's go to the other side of things and talk about forZe again, because this is their 4th and final timeout. They've called it one last time to talk it over, but I don't know how much more you can try and adapt and how you can change. This defense has just been impenetrable.
Yeah, that was a tough plant. He goes default when he could have gone in behind the pillar.
Go back to halftime of the previous map. You're up to a 23-3 run on CT sides for Bad News Eagles.
That's actually insane. Insane. Norway's going to get sinnopsyy down this time. So sinnopsyy falling means that it's the man advantage for forZe, one of very few they've actually had. Even when they got their second time they got an opening pick a few rounds ago, it was immediately countered. So yeah, this time maybe they can do something, but they're losing map.
Yeah, this mid push is great. This Halls push is great. Oh, can't get it. Good shot from Jerry. Just his 3rd kill in the game, but it's important. They need to capitalize on this.
Oh, rigoN caught out. Shelfie saw him coming around. I don't think he was anticipating them to run back, so both pushes fail to get anything else going for them.
This might sound silly. I don't think they're going to have the opportunity. I was going to say it might be time for Bad News Eagles to back away and put in a position where you can save the weapons, but that's obviously impossible at this point. Juan Flatro is going to go down as well. And forZe, they get one out of the 4th timeout.
You're not going to have a full buy here, but you have 5,200 GXX, you got 7,250 rigoN. They can actually still force this out if they really want to.
It's the last round of the half. They're going to buy everything they possibly
you're right.
can.
I did the math wrong. I was thinking it was 14 still. I looked before the number changed at the top. Yes, you're absolutely right, Jason.
It's all good.
I will stop talking now.
It's GXX with an AWP and no armor. Shotgun on sinnopsyy. So yeah, it's a bit scrappy, which is why I was kind of mentioning just right briefly at the end that they should maybe thinking about backing into a position where they can save the weapons. However, no matter how this half ends for Bad News Eagles, they're gonna be loving life at halftime.
Jump across the smoke, not spotted. On Flasher with some nades now. I was gonna say some spam, but that gives himself up throwing the nade. He has to lunge forward, and he lunges into the crosshair. Shelfie, who's now Molotov'd off the window. rigoN can't get quite back. Oh, he does. He gets onto the cinders and will make no mistake on that shot. 20 kills now for him in the half. Doesn't know that kenzie's got up behind him, though. He'll go to jungle for now. Does he peek back? Oh, no, he doesn't. I thought he was going to go now. He knows. Oh, he's had to follow through on that. Can't give him a chance to reset the aim.
And look at this, they're looking for all the pushes. They're saying, you guys have been wrecking us. Oh, but it's the shotgun. He's never going to turn that corner. He's going to wait for zortzy to come back to him. Oh, we could get some shotgun action. I love this. It's set up perfectly. kenzie's in the B bomb site saying it's clear. Come meet up.
Mag 7 for this sort of devastation. You think, oh, no, don't doubt. AWP, he knows it. Oh, he knows it. Tried to jump around as well, but couldn't do it. He got caught out by Jerry.
If he had gotten the second kill on that, if he had found Jerry as well with that desperate jump, oh my lord. It would have just been call the match right now, throw in the towel. 2-on-2 for kenzie and Jerry. They need this round. They must have it. GXX has no idea of this advanced position.
No.
Not even considering it.
Yeah, that's easy for kenzie at that point. Man, if he had got that second one on the shotgun, what a problem it would have been. sinnopsyy trying to come around now.
Okay.
All right. I think, was there anything on the table? He's trying to bounce toward him. Was there smoke or something he was trying to get? I'm not sure. I do see a couple smokes inside the window room, but either way, sinnopsyy is still heading over toward the site. Got the first, but a good double peek. Jerry's able to trade it back. 11-4, Jason. We saw this before on Ancients.
Yeah, let's see if it happens again. That would be something special. forZe have a huge job, a huge obstacle in front of them. We'll see if they can overcome it right after the break.
Hey Future Pros! Today we will learn a basic smoke you can throw to smoke off connector. To throw the smoke, get into this corner of the bricks. Aim to the sky and within this box shown. Then throw. This smoke is fairly forgiving, but make sure you don't throw it too far to the left as you could give the tees an unintentional one-way. That's it, connector will be smoked. However, be careful for some sneaky tees trying to use the smoke to their advantage.
Last half, third map, winner to Rio, loser gone. And man, oh man, the excitement on the side of B&E's somewhat justified. 11-4 lead for them at half. forZe have gone silent. We'll see if they can get things going on the defense because the T sides were lackluster.
Yeah, really, really dominant first half. But I mean, look, Bad News Eagles did the same exact thing over to forZe in the previous map. We'll see if they can do it in return. They clawed back at least the last 2 rounds. It took all 4 timeouts. Remember that. There's no way for forZe to stop this game. There are no timeouts to be spent. There's no way for the coach to be involved in anything. This CT side needs to be so solid. And at the moment, it's rigoN again, 21-8.
Started the first pistol with a headshot. He does the exact same thing, even though it's a Glock this time.
What an incredible performance in a qualifying game for rigoN.
rigoN, more like hegon. Shelfie out of this round. Jerry with a couple of taps to the smoke just to see if there's any reaction inside a connector. CT's gone very, very flat on the map. Look how passive and pushed back they are. They're rotating 2 over toward B, but this is not necessarily going there. It looks like it's going to be a split to A. Molotov already to cover off jungle, and Jerry's going to jump to confirm there is action at A main. This is them out. forZe is on the wrong side of the map entirely.
Yeah, this is the worst thing in the world if you're Jerry. You just get that sinking feeling. You're like, oh god, we've made the wrong shift. That's a good shot though. Ooh. That's a really good shot to open things up, but they have control of CT spawn. Now they can't really progress past this point. There's 2 flashes on kenZe, but there's only 2 players here. If he sits back to throw those flashbangs, it's only Jerry who can swing off of it.
Yeah, sinnopsyy at the corner. He's gonna get aggressive, sees both. He's trying to stay alive in this. It's his friend sinnopsyy that will come around the corner and make sure that he goes down, and now they'll challenge. They know there's only one else left in spawn. sinnopsyy will find that one, and as they run in from connector, the crossfire established. The over-rotation to B catches them out. It's 12-4.
I love how all the models just stop every time B&E wins a round because you know they're just hands off the mouse, hands off the keyboard, cheering and hype each other up. This is them marching to a strong map 3 victory. This has been a pretty grueling series, right? Like the first 2 maps, close affairs, contested affairs. This one is all Bad News Eagles.
Yeah, that's nuts. So 12-4. Flatcher tagged already down to 31. Smoke out. Jerry. Try to find one over, he does. He actually gets rigoN down. It's sinnopsyy that goes and finds him, and he'll go back to pretty much where he played in the last round. This is exactly the position he did last time, except the difference is he had sinnopsyy in front of him. Now he just swings to control each side, and I think this will be a save call from forZe.
I think they're going to at least go for it.
They might try and get some guns out of this.
They're going to see if they can clear out CT sponsors at the very least, I would imagine. But yeah, that's a pipe dream. sinnopsy's got another 2. 3 kills overall in the round. kenZe's the last one remaining on the flank, and 13-4 is going to be the scoreline.
He has full head armor right now. I don't know how much he wants to go further on this.
I think forZe feels so knocked out of this game that these kinds of late rounds, because I think you're right. Like I guess if you're playing to like maximize and try and truly come back, you don't even really go for that round in that scenario. But I think they're just
die now too.
I think they're just so knocked out that those decisions aren't even kind of registering in their brains.
Yeah, they're going through the motions at this point, right? Just demoralized. See if he can get a gun from this. He knew there was one death, but it's not anywhere nearby. So 13-4 now for the Eagles. Don Henley and co. You could say forZe are getting Glenn fried.
Nice. Way to bring it back. I like that. Well, 4 unarmored deagles and the 1 deagle saved with armor on kenZe. Mac 10 on rigoN. They might just activate him and send him forward. I was going to say to the B-bomb site, but he's headed down the stairs. So a little bit slow and measured for Bad News Eagles. What's really cool is they haven't really started like overextending or over chasing or letting the moment, like really letting the emotion and the excitement of having this dominant of a game, like really let them get away from the way they're playing the game.
Molotov nade combo. Upsize the fries indeed toward window. rigoN wants to head up through connector. They clear out the vent. This will be the jump through. kenZe waiting for it. deagle, doesn't matter. He gets above it. The headshot running Mac 10, able to succeed. That puts pressure onto Norway. He's in the corner. He's got Jerry.
Oh my god.
This guy's like high noon in it right now. Spins the deagle and takes a shot. No mistake on it. Sinnopsy's gotten Shelfie down and it's on his order. He's gonna fall now. 14-4.
He's deathmatching. He can do no wrong. 25-10 for rigoN. He is the engine powering Bad News Eagles to the Rio Major.
And he knows they're scared too, right? He's in the corner. He's not going to peek. He's not going to move.
He knows they're scared, and he knows that he's just having one of those games. And it's really cool to see him just play to the fact that he's having one of those games. 139 ADR as well.
Yeah, the Eagles really are Joe Walsh in them this game. 2 to go, and they'll be in Rio. sinnopsyy heads his way down the halls. Clears and crosses. They've got some position on this. 2 inside of the catwalk angle, and they're forward of the flames. They don't know it. Ooh, he nearly got a chance for both. He nearly saw the second shot. He did see the player, but not enough to fire at. Does throw a nade toward it, throws a Molotov, throws everything he can, and eventually Shelfie comes through and gives himself up. Bad News Eagles have the B site, and nearly a 3-man advantage. It's now just 1. Jerry wins out the exchange instead, and Jordy's on the flank. But it's not looking good for him. He's down. He's caught. Yeah. He actually got him with the late lurk.
Juan Flacho's going to hear these footsteps for Jerry. They're going to find this one. Dude, Bad News Eagles is playing with so much confidence. forZe is done. It's been like that for a while. But man, this round, to just have that level of a challenge from sinnopsyy at the B bomb site that early, that quick in the round, so much confidence, and they know they're winning this game. They know they've already won it. And for forZe, it's the other side of that coin.
Yeah, this is tough. I mean, you're 1 map away from a major, 1 map away from potentially the biggest major in a while in terms of fanfare, in terms of attention that it's going to have on it. And now you're 1 round away from going home.
The timeout called by Bad News Eagles.
Ooh, okay.
Yeah, there's none left for forZe. This is their first for Bad News Eagles.
Don't know how I feel about that, being 1 round away with this lead, but okay.
I love it.
Do you need to make it sting anymore? And like we said, it's Rio or rip.
Look, I don't know if it's I don't know if the intention is the BM side of it, but I know if I'm Bad News Eagles on the verge of qualifying for a major, I don't even think about that. I'm doing whatever I think is going to make me win the game. And if it's a timeout at 15-4, I don't really give a damn.
Yep, fair enough. I mean, as long as that's the perspective. And here we go. We'll see if they can close it. rigoN already toward A main.
If it's the BM, it's funny for the rest of us.
All right, Jason. You had it, okay? You were classy for a moment. Why'd you have to do that? Jesus, man. Well, they certainly knew that there was going to be guns blown up. Here's the execution. rigoN does not finish out the round alive, but he certainly starts the round the way he has this entire game. 2 kills for him, putting him up to a total of 28-11. It's all on Norway to keep this one alive. And the Flames in front of him knows the situation well. They'll cross toward the site and plant the bomb, making it even more problematic. sinnopsyy closes it, and the Bad News Eagles in an absolutely dominant fashion on Mirage are going back to a major, this time in Brazil.
Yeah, and this time not as a Cinderella story. This time as a team that needs to be respected. This time as a team that you need to look at. This time not as just a surprising run, but a well-earned path. And look at the joy and the happiness. They're going to be in Brazil. They're going to be in Rio. Another chance at the playoffs there. Another chance for Counter-Strike glory.